host, Joe Brown, aka Black Phoenix, checking in. And this Rising family, I wanted to talk about Welding Skills USA 2024. Had the opportunity to be there. I was the representative of Film Dog. I actually went in. See, I got my badge all covered up so you can't even see. You can see a little bit. Pretty much had it covered up. All of these, I call these my badge of honor. I want to give a shout out to all the students because I didn't get a chance to go to visit a lot of these different setups, these booth setups, but I had different students that actually went and they was coming back bringing me something. So salute to all my fans and students who came and brought me a pendant because I was sitting there at the front dog booth representing the booth. So I didn't get a chance to visit everything, but let me tell you, I had the opportunity to sit right in front of the welding competition. They actually had two setups. They had an individual and then they had a group. I was sitting right in front of the tag team, the 3-man tag team welding fabrication. And it was nice, fam. It was nice to see individuals come in having to work together. Some of them was good at Prince, some of them was good at MIG, the other one was good at TIG, and they literally had to come together. Some of those students told me it was their first time working with a certain individual at that setting. So they was putting people together who had the skills, and they was building 3-man teams, and they was having them fabricate like a skidster bucket, like the grab bucket. They was making like some custom buckets. So they had all this, the metal fabricated and cut out right where they had to piece it together, do the measurements, tack it, weld everything up, make everything look good, make sure it's sound. And family, it was amazing. It was amazing. So I just want to shout out to Texas too, man. I met a lot of people. But let me say, when Texas came in, Texas let you know they was in the house. So Texas had a lot of people there, and they was really, really supportive of their candidate. So Texas, I got to shout them out. Met some cool people from Idaho, shot them out. Wisconsin, met some people from Maine, Philadelphia, man, a lot of different parts of South Carolina, North Carolina, Phoenix, Arizona. I want to shout out to Phoenix. I met a couple of my natives from there, a couple of people. I let them know I used to stay in Phoenix myself off of Deer Valley. And they actually got a school over there off of Deer Valley at 19. They got a welding school over there. And I just think it was just awesome. Some of the people I was getting a chance to meet, and I'm gonna tell you something else that was awesome too. I didn't realize how many people knew me or was aware of what I was doing. Because I was having random people that I did not know walk up to me and say, "Hey, are you the coach? You your welding coach? Hey man, I follow you on YouTube. I follow you on TikTok." You know what I mean? So it was just neat to meet a lot of people like that. And on top of seeing the networking, seeing the students work together, seeing students of all cultures, of all genders put forth their effort to learn the trade. Man, it was amazing, fam. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm still soaking it all up. I don't think I have downloaded all the information just yet. I'm still in that process. But being there opened my eyes to a lot. Like, there is a big need in our country when it comes to keeping the trades alive. And they had a display for every trade skill you can think of. Like, they was promoting everything, not just physical trades, media, cooking, beauty. They was covering everything, fam, because all of those things make an economy. All of those things make a successful area. And you're not going to be successful as a people, as a nation, unless you got a conglomerate of people with different skill sets working together. And and Skills USA really opened up my mind. I had been to some events, but that by far was one of the best ones to see the kids and people in college also competing to be great. So it was just a nice event. It was a nice experience to just rub shoulders with different tradesmen and to see people promote their trades. So it was a lot of different recruiters. Shout out to all the recruiters. I got their information. So I actually got some information on some recruiters who are looking for you. That's right. If you're trying to travel and you're looking for a great opportunity, man, they got boiler makers. They got ironworker welders. They got unions inside of Georgia. So they got union pipe fitter unions inside of Georgia. So they're looking for people. You got a lot of different recruiters that do nationwide, fam. So there's a lot of opportunities right now. And everybody said one thing. They need everybody. We need everybody. We just don't need one person. We need everybody. So right now, fam, it just let me know there's a big need in the country when it comes to skilled labor. Skills pay the bills, fam. It's a difference in just knowing how to do the basic things, like for a job. But when you are skilled at what you do, no one can replace you but another person. Family, you're an asset, fam. And witnessing these, like I was witnessing the carpenters. The carpenters they was doing awesome. They was building a little house from start to finish, putting the windows, the doors in, the shingles on the roof. Like they was doing everything, and it was just cool to see that, to see the spirit of what we are about here in America as far as keeping things alive, building infrastructures. We get storms, we get tornadoes, we get things that just mess up our infrastructure, and it's going to take the youth and those who are seasoned to come together to build these things back up or to keep these things going. So just to be at the skilled trade family this year, 2024, to witness it was a blessing. So I have to give a shout out to Freendall for allowing me to come out and being their representative and telling people about the experience of the Freendall systems. They actually got a pendant here, and it says Freendall welder's best friend. And it is a welder's best friend because if you want to do the job for a long time, you got to take care of yourself. And having your proper PPE is going to allow you to do the job a long time. I have met many welders, family, over the years who had been missing limbs because they was doing some things unsafe. Some things happen because life happens. But a lot of the injuries that I've noticed, they just weren't being safe. Like literally wasn't being safe and cause themselves to lose some members or to get hurt or damaged or lose their lives, fam. So I'm here today. I'm 44 years old, and I have all of my members, fam. All of my members. So I'm blessed to say that I do believe in safety. I do believe in proper PPE. Yesterday, I had my son watch his first welding video, which was on safety, talking about safety, talking about electrical shock, talking about PPE, giving him some fundamental education on welding. And then we're going to dive into some welding. We're going to actually, do something. But the weather's been stupid hot, and we've been outside, so we're not going to get out there when it's already scorching. You know what I'm saying? It's scorching. So my goal is to give them a trade, and I think that we should pass it down when they're young like that because they have more of a passion to get it. And especially seeing the smaller kids, because they look up to the teenage kids. Like, I want to be like big bro or big sister, you know what I mean? So they look up to us, fam. So coming soon here in Little Rock, they're going to have a Trades for Life, and I believe it's July 20th on a Saturday. So if you're able, or if you're in the city or you're surrounding the city, y'all get a chance to check that out. It's Trades for Life. I believe they have a YouTube, Instagram. I believe they have a Facebook page for sure. But it's Trades for Life, and it's in Little Rock, Arkansas. And they're going to be bringing different skills to the area to motivate the trades, to keep people diving into it, to keep the youngsters with something, to want to be something other than things that can land them in jail. And also, we want to pass that passion down because just like my mom at 17, she gave me, she introduced welding to me and it created a passion. So I'm knowing that if you can find someone that's young and you can create that passion in them at a young age, it'll change their lives, fam. Just like it changed my life. So just wanted to say, want to give a big shout out to that. Like I say, it's coming soon. It'll be in Little Rock, Arkansas. It's called Trades for Life. Now, don't know if I'm gonna make it to this event. I might and I might not. I got a couple things going, so don't know if I will, but if I do, I will be there in the city. If not, hey man, y'all go out there and support it because it is a great, great, great event. And I think that we have to keep the trades alive, man, especially through the kids. The children are the future, fam, point blank, period. And over the weekend, being at the Trades US, it really opened my eyes to that fact on how we have to pass this information down because it's needed. And the kids really want to learn it. And you know, one thing I had figured out too, that it takes a special person to deliver the message right. So that way a child or a person that's learning it won't get discouraged off of the information. So, we notice now that a lot of people take a teacher just as a job. But in my personal opinion, I think you got to have a passion to be a teacher. I think you should have a calling to be a teacher, not to just say, "Hey man, I'm doing it because they make $50,000 a year now. Now they making 50, I do it now." You know what I mean? I think you should have a passion for it because teachers would damage a student, just like that household. And a lot of times when they come to school, they're getting away from something, and they can find a safe haven in that school and that teacher. So being a good teacher, being a good instructor, being a good guide, a good leader, I think it really motivates the youth to want to be a part of it. So they got an old saying that says, watch the company that you keep and how you treat them because you might be entertaining angels. You never know the precious souls and the people that you're dealing with. And if you damage one of them, that can be something that can live with you forever. And then also, some people's souls are fragile. We all go through different things, fam. So some of us can take a whole lot, some of us can't. It's what life is. So if you're in the position as a teacher and you can notice that, I would say that you're most definitely an asset because we need more teachers who can recognize an issue in students, who can uplift, who can encourage, and not step on or belittle or make them feel worse than they was when they came. We try to break that cycle. So just wanted to say that I had a great experience in Atlanta over the week. It was a great opportunity. They projected that it was going to be over 150,000 people at this event. And I'm going to be honest with you, fam, there was a lot of people there. I only got a chance to mingle around my area, which was, I was in building A, but I had to walk from C to B to get to A. So by the time I got to A, I just mingled around on my side, but I didn't do a whole lot of mingling on different ones. But like I say, I had different students come and bless me. So a lot of these pins I got didn't come from my side. And I got a few different ones. I got a few different ones that I really like, But I was able to get some collectibles to pass down. And I think every time you go, these here to me, is like souvenirs. Something that you want to pass down. The trades you learn, the people you meet. And to me, it's something that can be remembered on what you have experienced. And welding changed my life, fam, and I was able to see how me believing in it and me sticking to the trade is allowing someone else to change their lives as well. And they are changing their lives. And I noticed that over the week, the people that came and said, "Hey, coach, man, you motivate me." The instructors that came and say, "Hey, I like what you're doing." So it wasn't just students; it was instructors too coming to me saying, "Hey, salute your welding coach. I like what you're doing, man. You keeping the trades alive. You helping the kids. You know what this is about." Uh, so it was a blessing, fam. Like I didn't even understand. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even understand how what I'm doing is a need. I didn't understand how, me creating this channel, putting this information out there is an asset. People need the information. So I'm humbled and I'm thankful for everybody that has subscribed, like, share, share the channel. I appreciate it. It wasn't something that I planned, fam. Like I told them, my goal was just to give the information out because I didn't get the information a certain way. So I wanted to make sure I can give it out. There wasn't no lie, was no gimmick, literally performance and just motivating the person to learn because, like I tell people, a parent teaches a child how to ride a bike. We don't necessarily teach a child how to do the flips and all the extra stuff. We give them the basics. And with the basic knowledge, a person adds to it. And as you see in that fabrication competition, after they get that basic knowledge, fam, they can build anything. Your imagination is your limitation. So being a part of that and witnessing that made me know that I'm on the right track. And regardless of how things get at times, all you have to do is stay focused, fam. Doors are going to open as long as you stay focused and consistent. Consistent, under your word. There's an old saying that says, "I will swear to my own hurt and change not." That's me, fam. If I give you my word, I say I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. If something happened, something had to happen for me not to keep my word. That's just how I am. And I realize being like that is making my brand a lot stronger because I stand on something. I believe in something. I believe in changing, helping, growing, educating not only myself but someone else. And the proof is in the pudding, fam. The proof is in the pudding. So being there in Atlanta over the week, it was mind blowing. It was just mind blowing to know that I have touched as many people I have coming from where I'm from. I can't tell you how the conversation that my mom had with me on visitation was ringing through my head while I was in Atlanta at that event. Her asking me, "So what do you think about welding?" And I was like, "I don't know." I ain't know, fam. And to this day, the things I've experienced and I have done with welding has blew my mind. Like I never would have imagined that I would be in the position that I'm in. And I'm not saying that I'm where I want to be, but I'm most definitely not where I was. And I know where I'm going now. Like I know my direction. I know what I got to do now. You know what I mean? So I'm more humble after this event and a few other things that took place to just let me know that, hey, it's gonna be okay. You know what I mean? Sometimes being an entrepreneur too, especially, you would throw something on the wall and just say, "Man, I hope that sticks." You know what I mean? But not realizing once you have mastered something and you figure out a way to give it to someone else where it can help them master it as well, you got the plug you're looking for. There's songs, hip hop songs that say, "Man, I'm looking for a plug." A lot of times, fam, we be the plug. You are. Once you sit down and realize the information you have acquired over the years, the things you have experienced over the years, and knowledge is vain, family, if it's not practiced. That's why they say if you don't use it, you lose it. And it's real because you're not going to retain it like a person who's really going to retain it if you're not using it. So it's always good to keep that knowledge in rotation. Just want to say, family, which is just a blessing. I'm humbled. Let me make sure I lock these messages in. I see a few people that hit me up. Thanks for checking in, fam. No, sir. What's going on now, family? Yeah, all the above. That was funny. That was funny. Thanks for checking in, fam. Like I say, fam, the main goal is to just keep the trade alive, fam, and to create something. Like my goal is to educate and to also create something where I can do what I want to do freely and not worry about how I'm going to pay my bills. You know what I mean? So we know we got bills to pay. We know we got responsibilities. So we have to find something, fam, that we love, that we have a passion for, that we can be able to do and kill several birds in one stone. I made a post before I let you go, and I said, a worker is not a hustler, and a hustler is not an entrepreneur, and an entrepreneur isn't a CEO. And what I mean by that is each person moves differently. The worker moves differently than the employee. The hustler moves different than the employee. The entrepreneur moves different than the hustler. And once you get over, then the CEO moves different than the entrepreneur. The goal is you want to always rise, family. You want to do better. You don't want to stay stagnant. The goal is to grow. So wherever level you are on, or wherever you are at in your life, you want to go. You want to grow. You don't want to just stay there when you can transcend to new levels. And I just wanted to say that because we think different. Each stage you get to, you're going to be able to look back and say, yeah, I'm not on that no more. And you'll understand why you're not on that no more. And I think that that's just, broaden your horizon. That's why I love to say, just saying I'm a welder is an understatement. I'm an engineer, I'm a fabricator, I'm a fitter, I'm an iron worker, I'm a millwright. You know what I'm saying? I can name a few things to go with my welding because these are things I have experienced and I know of. So once you master the trade, family, you add different pendants to it, so to speak. You know what I mean? You get to adding different stuff to it. So the main thing, fam, I just want to say is dive into the trades. It's never too late to learn, but if you are in middle school, high school, I would most definitely recommend learning now because learning as young as middle school, fam, by the time you get grown and you get situated, you can have a stable career. I told my son, I said, you get this on top of you wanting to be a football star. If it works out or not, you still gonna have that football money. You know what I mean? You're gonna get the trade, turn that trade into a business, and then still be able to do your thing. So I think that we got to start them young, give them information young, give them passion, motivate them, show them some options. So I was actually able to grab one of these, which I'm gonna show. So this is good for September. Let y'all see this. This is Arc Labs. They have 5 or 6 different welding schools, I believe 5. But right now they got this scholarship. They're giving you $5,000 towards you becoming a master welder. Make sure you see that, fam. You can scan that, check them out. Like I say, this opportunity is great because they're trying to not only keep the school field, but they want to produce good welders. So there's a lot of welding schools out there I have seen, a lot of welding schools I have read on. A lot of I have watched their videos and things like that, but I like the culture of this school. I like the 95 approach. They say they hands-on, fam, and they literally want to create welders that the market need. Like they don't want you to just go there and just say, oh yeah, we graduated 100, 5 people working. Nah, they want you, if you come there, you want to be a welder. And nobody twisting your arm, you want to be great. And it's like, the guy, like how one of the HR guys I had spoken with, He said they consider themselves the Harvard of welding. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, fam. That was pretty neat when he said that. I said, okay, you got me. I like that one. And just meaning that they have a higher standard as far as what they want. They just don't want to say they pushing some bodies into the industry. They want to actually push some skilled welders into the industry. So signing up there, you want to become something great. I seen a video of a young lady saying she's making good money now after 6 months. Bought her a brand new, nice, shiny truck. So hey, fam, it's all on the individual. But I think in welding, the opportunities are great. So if you're looking for a good welding school, they got plenty out there. Plenty big welding schools out there. But I like this one. I got a good passion for them. I like what they stand for. And, you know, I want to just give y'all some updates on them. So if you're in the area of South Carolina or Texas, check out Arc Labs. So I got to give them a big shout out. I like what they're doing. I like how they're educating. I talked to some of their people. I just think they're cool. And I think we should stand behind good education because we need to get our people in. Thanks for checking in. I appreciate the love. Most definitely, fam. That's the goal, to keep spreading the knowledge. Yes, I came out of jail, fam, so welding school is most definitely a game changer. So shout out, thanks for checking in. Shout out to my folks from Idaho. Most definitely, I got the Idaho. This was somebody from Idaho. Shout out to my welders and instructors up there. One of the instructors actually came through, gave me a hug, brought some of his students, gave me this pendant out of his pocket. You know what I mean? And said, hey, I want you to have this. So shout out to the welding instructor from Idaho. Or Iowa. So we got Vermont, Montana, Illinois, New York, Kentucky, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Georgia, Arkansas. Man, I got a lot of different spots on here. Hobart School of Welding. Shout out to them. I got one of their pendants on there. Great company. I like them as well. They have been around for a long time. And I met one of their instructors, CWI's great guy. So this is also a great school. I haven't seen a whole lot of information on it. I don't have a whole lot on it, but I do know one of the CWEs there. He's been coming down to Atlanta for some years now, represent the trade. So most definitely give him a shout out. So I just would say, fam, if you get the opportunity to try to attend one of those trade events, they have them in different states, but they have them once a year. So if you get the opportunity to attend, just want to give a shout out to those who have been thinking about becoming welders. Sign up, fam. I don't know where you at. I don't know what part of the country you are in. But if you can find you affordable welding school, if you can find you a coach, if you can find you a tutor, a private facility or a program that can change your life, fam. Just do some Googling, figure out what price range you're in. They do have on-the-job training. They do have college. They do have tuition. Depends on what your situation is, fam. I don't know your situation or how you're trying to dive into it, but there are many ways to dive into it. So if you're trying to get some high top education, fam, just do some Googling. Everybody is different. They have shops for structural, schools for structural, schools for pipe, schools that do both, schools that do fitting. It depends on what you want to do. You know what I mean? I have seen, shout out to the Missouri Welding Institute. I have seen a couple cool things on them. They have housing up there. I don't know where it's located at, but when you go up there, they got housing up there. So it all depends on where you want to be at. Shout out to Western Academy. They got things going on. Tulsa Welding School, they got a few of them going on. So, just find you somewhere. Find you somewhere and make sure whoever is teaching you got a passion to teach you. It's just not a check. I think if they are teaching you from a passion standpoint and not just a check standpoint, you'll get more out of the education. So I just want to say salute. It was a blessing to be a part of it. I'm humbled. I'm glad I got a chance to experience it. I'm going to give a shout out to Freedom Dog again for those who are looking for some welding booth Freedom extractors. Y'all check them out at freedomdog.com. You can also email Jesse at Freedom Dog and get some of them great deals. They have some great equipment. I'm not even gonna lie. So if you are school and you're trying to get you a 10 booth set up, they got a great opportunity. So I just check them out, fam. Also, just wanted to say, for those who are thinking about becoming welders, like I say, I'm working on a couple things myself. Got a few things, and I had to, I'm gonna say, go back to the drawing board. You know how when you doing certain things and you trying this and doing that, and you say, you know what, let's take it back to the drawing board. So I'm at the drawing board right now, as far as where I'm gonna be at and how I'm going to present my new welding class and what position I'm gonna be in. So I'll be keep y'all in the loop on that. But right now, like I say, I'm literally at the drawing board. I had to change up a couple things, but that's life, fam. But one thing for sure, I know how to weld, fam. So as long as you got a skill that pays the bills, you're gonna be okay. So don't get discouraged just because you got to go back to the drawing board and say, you know what, A, B, and C don't equals F. I'm missing something, fam. So just want to say, man, stay encouraged, stay blessed, continue to prosper. And like I say, my goal is to keep you with fluent and live and beneficial welding information and knowledge. Y'all be blessed, continue to prosper. I'm out. Black people.